Ah! I had to hold in the laughter because when I laugh, I give you a bright eye teeth smile, but my teeth are, so I don't want to do that. The air conditioner in the room, I can't stay in air conditioners. They're terrible. But the smogging air in Houston was so bad today, and it was 110 degrees uh, in the shade. In the shade. So it's been hot and the air is smoggy. Just terrible. Just terrible. Well, I'm gonna do a collective read, right? And I'm also gonna do readings, 25 for 25. It might be inconclusive. We might not get everything we need in those 25 minutes. So then we have to do an extended reading. Okay. Uh, until that happens, we can chat. I'm trying to. I do miss not talking to you guys and answering your questions. Uh, it's been a horrible, horrible experience. Being attacked and all that stuff, the witchcraft and the death spots and blah 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 blah, and moving and running from hotel to hotel. I'm back in the same hotel I was before I left to move to my new apartment. So a whole cycle has repeated itself. I'm back to the same hotel, the same room. If and that's important for me to bring out because it shows that things happen in cycles and there are things that you can repeat in a prior cycle or in the next cycle. So if you're happy with the results, then you continue and the cycle continues. But if you want to stop something and break the cycle and start anew, it has to be a conscious effort to do it because the planets are still rotating and nothing's going to stop their rotation until the gods decide to put an end to the system. So, this, and a lot of people say, Fernando, why are you going to share that? Aren't you embarrassed that you're right back to square one and that these ops are winning? I'm like, no, because God is in control. And if I have to go through this, then I can use that as a teachable lesson concerning cycles. And there are people that want me to stay stuck in a cycle where I don't move forward. This is an example losing my apartment, going back to the hotel. This has happened to me twice. And I lost my cat. That happened to me three times. And I still forge forward. There are people that don't want to see you move forward, collective, because it leaves them behind. They don't know how to reinvent themselves. So therefore, they don't want you, like crabs in a barrel, to invent yourself or reinvent yourself and move above them. That's all this is. That's all this is. They don't want to see you do better than them. But you see, here's the thing. You know, many of my rich friends that I grew up with, and my fake ass rich family, uh, they never had to be homeless. They never had to ask for money to do something. They never went hungry. So they feel that because I'm privileged and royal and I inherited everything, that I'm too spoiled, too privileged to have too much access, and I don't know anything concerning poverty. So therefore, they feel that they want to teach me or you, collective, a lesson in humility. It's very twisted because you couldn't find a person more humble. And with my money, I give a lot of money away. I'm the type of guy that goes to the hospitals and buy thousands of dollars worth of teddy bears and give them to sick children. cancer patients like I used to do for Sloan Kettering downtown in New York. Now, people don't know what I do in secret when it comes to charity and giving. And people are, Fernando, you're asking and begging for donations. I'm not begging for donation. It's an exchange. You don't know what I do with the money that I get, and how, why I'm still okay, because when I do have access to money, I do a lot of it in helping other people. There's so much you can eat and drink or get high. If that's your thing. You can do that all day long with or without money. You know, wealthy people, so you'll understand, are very simple. The wealthier you are, the more simple life is. And it really connects you to what's important, the basics. You know? And, as long as you give to others and make other people's lives comfortable with your wealth, you will always have peace and your wealth. It's very hard to maintain a balance when you have too much money. There's got to be drama around it to match that kind of money, because money is a symbol of power. But if you want peace in your life, you have to give it away. That's why wealthy people give away their money. You don't keep it. You're not going to live long enough to spend it. And to spend it on what? Things become tolerable, and you develop tolerance. There's no peak that you can go when it comes to sensation and desire that millions of dollars can generate. If anything, it turns into a sadistic situation where you have to do sadistic shit to get a thrill, because you've already saturated all needs and desires. And that happens when you're wealthy. So you have to find another way to match your desires and ambitions, and even primordial lusts, which can bring you to that point as a wealthy person, because you could literally kill for love, kill for sex, for the thrill of it, and get away with it because you're very wealthy. And see, so understand that wealth is not for everybody, because there's a lot that comes with it. No, my goal as someone who, you know, I don't say it often because it might trigger some people. And even though I'm under investigation and all my assets are frozen, uh, I got three companies that are in the $100 million mark. So I know that I can produce a lot of money and be very wealthy. My company alone has valuated at those types of figures. And that's why I get hit so hard. And people try to, take my money, and they do. And I let them. I don't know about it. I get leave it to God, because Saturn, he balances out the score, and I get every penny back, because I don't have a lust for money, but many people do. You know, and sometimes I wonder, if I put $1 million in your hands, what will you do with it? Will you know how to invest it? Will you throw yourself into your desires and lusts of whatever they may be? Well, if you use drugs, will you spend it all on drugs, possibly killing yourself in the process because you have no discipline? So be careful about asking for wealth and fame, because those are high prices. They come with a hefty price tag. Let me put it that way. And if you don't have wits about you, and you're not strong psychologically and physically, you will be eaten alive and then chewed back out. See, I used to be very afraid. Well, not very afraid, but you know, I don't even think the word afraid even makes sense to use. I don't want to come across as conceited, but maybe because God is the only being that I allow in my life. I don't feel fear. I don't have a need to be fearful. For what? God is with me always. I'm never alone. And the thing to aspire to, whether you are wealthy or not, as an end result, is really peace. And that's not going to happen by having an apartment and putting that as your label of peace. Now, I used to do it too. But once I started losing my apartment and ended up homeless, and people don't help you, but they kick you down when you're down, that taught me, well, I'm not going to be afraid of being homeless anymore. I'll choose a place where I can sleep. I'll organize it, pre-organize it, and if I have to be homeless for a day or two because my hotel bill is not paid, so be it. So be it. Carry light so it doesn't become a burden. Leave your stuff where someone you can trust, and just look at life as an adventure. And your home is the outdoors. It really is the perspective in how you look at it. Yes, no, people want to have a shower where they can shower and a toilet where they can shit and wipe your ass. You don't want to sleep on the elements where mosquitoes and bites and shit like that. You have to work all that out. See, when I was in the military, I had to do all that kind of stuff. So that's not a problem for me. I guess life really prepared me, didn't it? Because you cannot let anything outside of you bring you down. Don't let anything in here that's going to try to destroy you or take you down. The only energy that I allow in my heart is the Creator, because He has never betrayed me and He has never forsaken me. Humans do. Okay, so that is why I can be on the street tomorrow, but still have inner peace, because I'm not alone, and the Creator is always with me. Always got some tricks on his sleeve. So understand that this is all a test, and it's an illusion. It's an illusion. You know, I cannot stress that enough. Uh, I want to say thank you to all people who have been helping me out financially through donations. You guys have been just delicious, delicious. I'm opening up the cash. Stacy James Perman. I have Harold, Nia, or Naya, Abidin, Trinity R, Conrad, Robert. Robert, I got you. Sophia Turner. I'm almost done with the with the video for a tarot card course. I'm doing a tarot card course, and I'm almost done. It'll be available for sale tomorrow, Sunday. It's $250, but it's worth it. Okay, and you'll do it right when you do readings. We have Amanda, Vermeed, Tia, Anis, Iris, Giovanni, Sabrina, Nathaniel, Nathan, Betsy, Icon Rumnit, Unit, Madison, Kezia, one third, me, double colon, Alexis, Armando, Sheba. These are the people who have been so consistent in giving and donating. I love you all, and I keep you in my prayer book. So I make sure that you are all fine and that there is no problem because I'm gonna be involved. Okay? You take care of me, I take care of you. And remember, you're dealing with an emperor, empress, high priest. So when you help people like us, you get the blessings abound. Please write about it in the chat or send emails to each other or to myself to confirm this, because it's not free. You do get back that money. You do get back in whatever personal desires and needs that you may have in your own personal life. It will be fulfilled. because of you helping someone that is under duress or distress, not internally, but the environment, which affects me ultimately, my cats, my plants. Simon came to me in my dream state. And even though, it's terrible, I don't think they handled him well. He died. He came to me really fucked up, really fucked up. But he was telling me, uh, Simon, now my cat that passed, uh, who's doing what, and what the new strategy to have me destroyed is. And of course, they also told me they hired another hitman. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, oh, here we go again. That you're not going to get nowhere near me to accomplish your dark tasks or the collective. Okay? Because when you walk with the Most High, you know, I'm telling you, if they take a train, it'll be a train wreck and they'll die in that train wreck. If they try to drive, they'll be hit by an 18 wheeler, spinning the car out of control, fish telly, double axle flip, and land on the fucking ceiling of the car, breaking their necks. If it's a plane, they'll get a heart attack because the plane, and I'm not going to wish for a plane to fall from the sky and hundreds of people die for one or two motherfuckers. No, you die on your way to the airport. You think I'm kidding? You don't know nothing. So if they think that they're going to win this, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. It brings me a lot of sadness. There's a part of me that's like, damn, these people are diehard. It cannot be just simple, pure jealousy and envy. I mean, people have wasted their entire savings, mortgage homes, did everything to stop you, collective. I mean, is it really that serious? For real? Apparently so. Let me see who's here. I gotta do my introductions when I speak. Oh my god. Oop oop doop just went to the oop oop doop moment. I'm looking for the glasses and I got them on. Rainbow does. Hey, hey, Kianis, how are you? Who else is here? Who else is here? I know it's late. I know it's late. It's oh my god. It's 3:30 in the morning. 3:30 in the morning. I slept most of the day, uh putting things together, organizing the school curriculum, interviewing other astrologers to teach. What else? I mean, I really think that for me to increase enrollment of my school of Alexandria, uh, I think I may have to do that workshop and bring people in so they can get an idea how I'm running this program and what they're gonna get. Even though everything is spelled out on the website, I don't feel people are reading the website, and they call me with fundamental questions that's already there. And again, I know it's there. I know it's comprehensible. We do have a board of trustees of other educators, so they oversee everything and everything. Well, that should be a 10-year-old should be able to read it and understand it. So when I get that, it's because they don't want to put the labor in to read it. They want it explained, but that takes a lot of energy. That takes a lot of energy. And I already do too much already. That's why I created these websites, to simplify. A lot of people ask me, what is a birth chart? Well, my darling, if you go to the website, thepeoplesastrology.com, it's all broken down to you, house by house and everything. But like I said, this generation really doesn't like to read. They really don't. And even those who are truly sincere and want to, they don't have the patience and tolerance to do so because it was never taught to them. Even in school, it's all about visual. It's all about visual now. People don't even know how to pick up a book and do an adequate research. Um, and that's sad. And that's unfortunate. But that's the truth. That's the truth. So if I'm going to have an active enrollment, I need to break things down to people. Uh, to their satisfaction where they can understand. Uh, we don't know everyone's level of education and cognition and understanding. Uh, for me, that's always worked in my favor because I always say, well, if you don't have the cognition to open a book and do a research, then you can't be in my school because I'm all about research and stuff like that. So that's really going to be a problem. And you're going to pay a lot of money for it too. I don't think you're going to enjoy my school if you're that type of person. If you're a scholar and you like to read and you like to research and you like to challenge things, then that's great. I hope you like to read because not everything will be taught visually, and a lot of people are banking of because they think that they're getting genuine information on YouTube. Now, people say, "Well, Fernando, you're on YouTube. How come we? How do we know that you're genuine? How do we know that you're not talking bullshit?" Well, because I just don't have a YouTube channel. I have like 7 websites professionally of all the work that I've done. So if I was to die tomorrow, there'll be an anthology of work that I left behind because my work speaks for itself. They say someone by their works. Well, I'm all legit, and I enjoy what I do, and people see that they feel it when they read my thesis. They feel it, you know, and I know what I'm talking about. But I made this my life's work. I made this my life's work. So, you know, my school is open for those who want to become professional astrologers and want to develop a career being an astrologer. It is lucrative and it's fun and it's glamorous, it's prestigious. It's not for the working poor or the working class or even the middle class. This type to be an astrologer is to be a member of the elite. Okay, even the elite come to you because you have the knowledge of the stars. Not everyone has knowledge like that. Understand the value that you have to give this profession, and therefore, because you don't choose it, it chooses you. And that's a great privilege because it comes directly from the gods. You're basically being their ambassador, their spokesperson, their representative. That's what astrology is. And you bring that to the collective because it is the signature of God. And you're here to validate it, defend it, and also educate people with it. And that makes you part of the elite, part of the cream of the crop. You'll never lack, you'll never want, and you'll always have. That's the motto because you are second to the creator. Just like the high priest was second to the pharaoh. Nothing is new under the sun. It is still that way. I tell you, if I show you my client list, and I mentioned it before, I have like congressmen, I've had senators, movie stars. You don't get close to these types of people if you're not an elite yourself. It's a brotherhood. you know. Uh, and when I created the People's Astrologer, I wanted to move away from the elite because they know everything and they got the money and they have the access. The ones that don't have anything and don't have access and don't have information is the collective, which is purposely being kept ignorant while the elite get richer and more powerful. Powerful inequality here. Mhm. Always drained from that little video. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, this time I could not go too far to spit. So I had to do it. I had to get up. right? And I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay. So, member of the elite, uh, all of you are now going to have elite knowledge to take you further out on your journey. It's time, don't you think? It is. What comments do you guys have to say about that on this Saturday night? Really Sunday morning. Let's see. Oh, there's that demon. And I tell him, listen, I already told you, this demon likes to cause blindness and blurred vision. And I know who sent it. But the demon likes being here. He likes me. Everywhere I go, and I go like, listen, turn them for good and let me see clearly. And sometimes they obey, most times they don't because they're under the botship of whoever sent them. It's fierce, isn't it? Sarah Campbell, how are you? I love that name again. Campbell. Jamel Howard. Peace to you too. Hey dude 607. Love your videos. Watching Mercury exception video from you. Yes, I'm gonna continue to do the Mercury series, even though it will be on Patreon. I'm working on research on autism, so I can upload them in Patreon. Okay. Virgo baby lighting up a spliff for Fernando. You know what? I totally forgot that I got a spliff too. Let me lit that bad boy. Thank you for that. What's in that HT? I forgot all about it. I sure do. I sure do. There it is. Yeah. Oh God. If I'm gonna do a reading, it's really gonna be good. Mm-hmm. It smells good too. I got it right here in Houston. The minute the lane, the minute the, I go through all kinds of shit. But see, I haven't been smoking for a long time, or even drinking, because I gotta save the money to pay this, and I'm very responsible that way. Uh, but I can kick it. It's July 4th, weekend, whatever, and I can let me split. I don't smoke like I used to, even though I like it. Oh, the coughing. And I'm getting old. That's just the reality of it. And you can't smoke heavy ganja like if you have lungs of a 30-year-old. It does catches up with you, especially if you don't drink plenty of water on a regular basis and keep the body hydrated. I don't do that. I prefer to drink. When you, with all the shit you gotta go through. But I don't drink like I used to either. I don't do hard drinks anymore. I don't do vodka. I don't do Bacardi. I don't do gin. I like the liqueur, which are only like 30%, maybe 40 proof. I don't know what that is. They have different criteria for it. I'm gonna tell you, I'm an experienced drinker. I know when something is proof and it's not. You know, um, and that keeps me balanced. You don't want to be drinking like a 30-year-old in a 55-year-old body. If you think I look young and fine for my age, can you imagine if I was drinking at the rate that I used to? I would not be looking like this or bouncing back for many major setback concerning health. Now, I'm a Virgo. Virgo rules health, you know, and I know what my body needs and what it doesn't, and to what weights and measures it requires it. I listen to my body. Yes, yes. I do one or two talks and then I put it down and I forget. So thank you so much. I'm gonna be up, right? I'm gonna be up, trying to. I know the bank is so fucked up. They charged me $600 in bank fees, and that ate all my shit up. And no, it's terrible. And they wait when there's money to hit you with the bank fees. My accountant always says you are paying too much fees. Sometimes I pay as much as $4,000 to $5,000 a month in bank fees because I might be late. Overdraft a dollar or two, you pay 34 fucking dollars. My accountants, have negotiated with the bank to reduce them. Now I'm not allowed to get a reduction until November. So that can really fuck with you, man. I'm telling you, if they're all crooks. I shouldn't be having this type of difficulty with my own banking institutions, you know. And well, everybody wants to take money from you. Everybody. And that's why these beings are coming to put an end to this disbalance. Because it's not gonna happen by the elite running this shit today. No, no, no. No, no, no. I thought New York weed was the finest. Mm-mm. There's a new kid on the block, and that's Houston weed. I guess I'm already there because I sounded like a commercial. I hate the cough because when you cough, it's a spasm that affects your whole body. Your whole body jerks, and if you're not careful, you can throw your back out. You can throw something out. But, but I always had issues with my lungs, even as a child. You know, listen, you gotta have something, right? You hear stories of people who got a lot of shit going on with them that you wouldn't even believe they're going to. Okay, who else is here? Yeah, Uncle and Og. Sarah Campbell. I see. Light eye up and speak Fernando. Speaking if you got 'em. Do you find the week can cause too feminine in energy? I don't know. I don't know. Uh Too feminine sounds to me like a disbalance. But the weed takes out the real you, brings it out. Does it bring out feminine energy? I know it does with me, but sometimes it's masculine. Sometimes it's feminine. Sometimes it's masculine. It's not me switching up. It's these beings that come in and switch up. There are situations where I can appear pure feminine to the point where it's scary. I also see this in videos and in pictures. Like photographs. Like, oh my God, Fernando, that's a woman. That's not you. That's a woman. Where I even become startled. Say, damn, she's really in my energy. That's usually in my Oshun or Hathor. That's the royal blood, and she will come through. That's why you have men that can be Omo Oshun, men that carry feminine goddess energy. Yes, and people get confused to think, oh, he's gay, that's him. No, he might not be gay. I like women. Is that I have a female energy taking control of the head. And they can morph the body, you can do it feminine, or when they need to, then they leave and then you come back, the masculine. So people don't understand if I'm gay, if I'm straight, if I'm bisexual. They're like, you don't understand. And it's in the Bible, it's in Leviticus, that these people have beings with them. When I was born with seven beings. and they're still with me, and they're the ones that take control of the ego and the body on occasion. And you can detect it by the feminine energy or the masculine energy that's not your own, and that's why people who are mediums, the channel, and you can see it also with them too, you know. So again, nothing is new under the sun. Uh-huh. Agree. Need to convert to ingesting like oil, edibles. Thank you, Angela, for the $5 triple chat. If I ever get it, if you do Cash App Pozzelli, it'll be so much better because I get it and I get all of it. Super chat, you get it in 3 months, and 20% goes to them. I have so many streams of income that comes in that you don't know who's who unless I talk to my accountant about it. Mm. I got coconut shells, so I put the spit there, then I get up and I throw it out. So I don't mean getting out, in and out, in and out. But you see, that's why I think that's another reason why I stopped smoking because then I start coughing, and when the coughing stops, the flame begins to come up. The body's a beautiful machine. It knows how to take care of itself. That stuff is in there, so it creates music to get it out. So periodically, like I go, sometimes I'm talking, it comes right out. You know, it's annoying. I love the fact that my body does that, keeps me clean. But you know, I cannot smoke like before or drink like before. It's gonna happen to you guys too. The body says, "Okay, that's enough," and then you have to, adapt accordingly. Hi. Do you find the video? Angela. How are you, Angela Olivares? Uh, Donalias. Hello from Sydney, Australia. Australia. This is prime time now for Australia. Yes, agreed. Angela Olivares says, hola Fernando, soy hija de la 21 División and that's no joke. Exacto, yo también, la 21 División. Yo tengo a Anaísa Pierre. Fine, and you? Okay. I like talking with you guys. I really can't do this on the phone. Remember, I would do readings and videos on the phone and not on my computer. I got another laptop though, so now I can do videos and have them put on the home page. That is part of the recovery. So we are recovering, you know, and you guys have been there all along, helping us out. I love you for that. All right. I see no request for 25 for 25. So let's go on to the second phase and do a collective read. Let's read. I'm using now another deck that I've always had it with me. I've always had it. And it's the Hebrew. It feels so sacred that I use it sparingly. Well, they're telling me to use it for this collective read. And then anything that needs to be clarified can be used by the Rider deck, planetary energy deck. This is the Rider deck, but it also has the planets, the astrological as well, which is good when it comes to transits and progressions and secondary progressions. Okay. It was written by a very good, the program was written by a very good astrologer. The problem is that he has no books written, no publications. To be on top of your field, you've got to write books. And it's better if they come to you rather than you chase the publisher. I got three publishers chasing after me to write books. Uh, but the one that I'm waiting for so I can get a better contract from them is Llewellyn. Llewellyn Publications. That's the highest in the publishing world when it comes to publishing books on astrology. And I'm high quality, so I only want to choose a high quality publisher. Yes, I give myself a very high index. You should too. And then be able to prove it through your works. Okay, let's see what is going on. I'm not even going to name it. What is going on with the collective and the ops? And we have here, nice. Now, even if I don't see clearly, and I have to put on my glasses, the purple, the purple is good. Now, let me put on the glasses. Purple is Jupiter. It's royal. It's also things turning around for the better. Uh-huh. Many of you are coming into money. It keeps coming up. A lot of money. A boatload of cash. It's a lot. I don't know how this is going to happen for many of you collective, or even for myself. The gods say it'll happen by surprise and it'll be sweet as honey. Everyone's waiting for it. Even your ops, my ops, they're waiting for it too. The Ace of Pentacles. I don't know what this is. Keeps coming up though, and it'll bring you great wealth and opulence. In the reverse, for the ops, arguments, fights, and defeat. Because they're trying to get this bag from you. So, so this is good, and this is also an indication that the cycle is closed. The cycle is closed. The time for evil and to do things like this is over. I told you everything has its time frame. It's not forever, but you can make it forever if you continue to feed that cycle. Uh-huh. What do we got here? Virtue. Virtue. Many of you possess virtue, innocence from a soul level, which is why you're getting this bag. The cards speak for themselves. And you have here your parents, your uncles, your aunts, extended family members are just demonic people. Have nothing to do with them. Move away from them. They want to take your bag completely. And if they can kill you for your property and stuff like they're trying to do to me, even better. So be careful. They want to feed off your innocence like an energy vampire and take from you. Don't let them do it, collective. Don't do it. Don't argue with them. Have nothing to do with them because that's a form of energy feed. Don't answer the phone call. Don't answer email. Don't open if they knock on the door. Don't open it. If you forget who it is and you open the door and it's a family member, slam the door in their face. I don't care who it is. These people are not your friends, and it's terrible to say that. But family will fuck you up better than anybody else. You all know I'm telling the truth now. And what is this one? Oh, what is this? Uh huh. Uh huh. Prison. Look, that's right there. You see that? Prison. Many are going to prison. And look at that explosion that occurred. That's the tower. There's a lot going on in this picture. Ooh, roughneck. And it's happening to your family members because they are guilty. Guilty as sin. It's bad. This is bad. Friend, so far you're good, collective. Aha. Ooh, many of you are royal blood. Going back 3,500 BC, the kingdom of Hathor. Many of you have ancient royal blood. They can't fuck with you. That's what they either gonna die or go to prison. Fees. Fees. Mm-hmm. Sure is. We got 3, 5. Hmm. This is against time. This talks about timelines. There it is again. And the thing is that it gets more pasty, more difficult to get rid of, which lets me know that I really need to drink more water. Uh, well, what did I say? Yeah. These are the cups. And these are, I believe, well, it gives it here because we're dealing with Hebrew letters and Hebrew numbers and final numbers. So this will be the 10 of cups. The 10 of cups, but it came out in the reverse. Okay? There are people that are jealous of this ancient royal lineage, and they want to curse this lineage for you, collective, because with this lineage comes complete happiness. 10 of Cups. Here is in the reverse, along with the ancient bloodline card, only because that's what they're going against. And they're jealous that they're not chosen, they're not privileged, they're poor, so they have no access or power from within. But this is exactly what they wanted for you, collective. So, well, fair exchange. You didn't do anything to deserve this. Why should you have this? Well, who makes them the authority to play God and think that they can do this? But I guess the gods don't blame them for trying. After all, God did bless Cain when he killed Abel and his descendants. So, what? What does that mean? That God favors evil over good? And yet Abel gave the offering that was perfect in his sight, but God blessed Cain instead. And Cain brought all the wrong shit to the altar. What does that mean? And why won't the church explain that? We're living in a world of polarity. 3, 3, 7. Okay. So now let's see exactly uh what is this tower here. And many going to jail. And again, this is all um our family members, right? This is all family members. So let's do that. So let's look at the tower and see what's going on there. We're gonna do one instead of three, but it is a collective read. A reading ing is doing the full deck. and analyzing the situation. Okay, now I take my Rider and Waite deck with astrology, 72 cards instead of 52. And let's see what's going on with this tower. I know many are dying, are dead, are going to prison, are poor. They've taken their wealth, lost their wealth. So I know that's basically what should be coming out. Let's see what else is in here. What is true? You can't believe it. So of course it's yeah. Sarah, I mean, what is true? Okay. My family is very wealthy, yes, but they're very corrupt and very evil. Very evil. That's why I left and never came back. And when I was 21 and I got my first trust fund payment, I'm like, let me get the fuck out of here. Now they stolen my second trust fund payment, but that's okay because I'm gonna get it all back. You can't do this to a royal and think that you're gonna get away with it. Now they're shitting in their pants. They're scared. Comments coming real strong, and they don't know what to do. Some of them want to forgive, beg for forgiveness. Yeah, but you still got to pay for what you've done. And you've been doing this for decades, feeding off other family members, preying on family members. Who does that? The rich and the greedy. Everything has a polarity. Alrighty. So let's see here. We have the star. You guys are the star. And someone with the tower being here was attacking you guys, trying to knock you off your square, which is why the star's in the reverse. They wanted to be the star over your back by taking your property, your intellectual property, if you do content, stealing your content, making copyrights, and then suing you for plagiarizing your own work, which they claim is theirs. That's some shit. Fierce. The audacity that to think that they're entitled to do this. And God is there watching them. Really, bitch? That's my job. And you're gonna do that? Really? You ain't even royal. And you're not protected. Ops. You're not protected. Yeah. Here's the five of cups. Regret. Many of them are in regret for turning against a chosen one. It's Earth angel energy. Someone who's a tarot card reader and astrologer, because the star, don't forget, deals with the stars. Astrology, someone who's a high master, master magician, master mason, master alchemist. You're really fucking with that? And someone who's very innocent. The nakedness shows their innocence. And this person was wearing black, wearing with the stars on the coat, an imposter, a fake ass motherfucker who only takes what has already been documented or published and they make it their own. And they were banking money with that. Big word. Now they're gonna pay full measure. And some of them with their lives, because they don't got this money to pay back. Oh, really, bitch? Well, then I'm taking your life. It's only fair. Okay? And here we have the King of Swords in the reverse. This is the same person that's in this energy now. Five of Cups. We're talking about the same person here. But look at his face. Look at his face. He regrets failing, not that you won. That's what he regrets. You know, he a bitch. He's one of those guy bitches. You know, he really is. And not if he was cute and nice on the outside, trust me, that evil that's in his heart, will make him ugly in the outside from within. Yeah, this King of Swords is on the reverse is really nasty. Evil, 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 evil to the core. To the point where, like, look, bitch, we gotta take you out of here and destroy your soul. There's nothing that you can contribute. You've polluted everything. There's no light at all in this person. Then we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands with the King of Swords in the reverse. This is you, people. You are collective embody Queen of Wands energy. I know I certainly do. So you do too. And you have somebody here real pissed, enraged that they cannot outsmart you, outdo you, and destroy you. Hmm. Sure can. One, two, three, four, five. The lovers in the reverse. Many of you, your attacker is a cousin, an aunt, brother or sister, because the lovers represent siblings, you know. And also lovers are involved and in cahoots with exes and family members, all inclusive with this card. So one, two, three, five. Now they are burdened for what they've done. And many of them, the Ten of Wands also means imprisonment, physical imprisonment. So next to the lovers, you got family members going to jail, exes, and one particular key player that's closer to you than you think, which could be a cousin or a sibling. In collaboration with family members and exes to take you down collective. And they think that they're getting away with that. They really believe that you don't know this. Three, one more, one more. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They're still doing spell work. So you could end up in jail. So you could lose everything. But it backfires. Now they are burdened with what they did, they've done, and they were intending to do. It keeps backfiring because the cycle is closed. They're not understanding that. And many of you collectives have moved away. I'm from New York City and I moved all the way to Texas. There's no way you're going to get me now. I'm almost 3,000 miles away. Witchcraft doesn't work when you're that far, you know? And they are just livid. And you collective, if you haven't done so already, get the fuck out, have nothing to do with your family members. Walk away permanently. I know it sounds fucked up, and for some of you, it's going to be painful. But this is the reality that we're in. Guys, please donate. Please give. 347-485-6258. I'll use it to pay tomorrow's bill. And also Cash App Fernando. FERNANDO. Guys, thank you so much. I get WNO 25 reading. So we can do this on what happened? And we can do this tomorrow or at some point in the week. Guys, I hope this helps somebody.